My goal here is to break the man's ankle, slam his tailbone or his head in the floor, maybe even get his hand to stand out so he can actually break his wrist for me. The way I'm going to do this, I'm going to be putting all of my potential energy, which I got standing up, into his ankle to take all of his potential energy and multiply all that to ideally the back of the head strike. So looking at a way for me to use all of my weight and all of his weight as well to make this happen. To do that, I'm going to break his ankle. Something we're going to cover in more detail in an upcoming video series on joint breaking. But for right now, suffice it to say that all I need to do is drop my body weight on the front of his shin and ruin his ankle for him. To do that, I'm going to stretch the man out by clawing him in the eyes. Backhand claw across the eyes here to blind him, shift his weight to that leg, and give me a perfect ankle strike here. I'm going to drive in with my knee right to the top and lay him down there to slam the man down, potentially even dislocating his knee, dropping the man into the ground, bouncing him off the deck as well. I'm going to rise up, and my goal here is to double heel palm to the liver and spleen, knock the wind out of him, break his ribs, and lay the man down flat for me and get a good handle on some skin, which we'll get to in a moment. But for right now, I need to get over there. Because even if I could just kind of reach it from here, as we've already established, I need body weight. Especially a guy my size, I need to get as much body weight as possible. And to do that, I'm going to rise up or hop in here to drop my body weight into the man's liver and spleen. I'm going to grab a fistful of his pecs on either side. This is going to give me a lot of meat, and it's going to allow me to rise up here because I need potential energy. From this position here, I've already expended it. The only way I can get better is if I actually drop on the man or lay down on him. So I want to rise up, essentially loading up my potential energy again, lifting up his head so that I can drop it a second time. I'm going to pull up my arm here for this punch. I'm not punching to the throat in the classic sense of the word. I'm striking him in the throat. And as we've already established, it's going to use my legs. So as I drop this body weight here, they drive it with a two-knuckle strike down to the thyroid and the hyoid bone here. As I do that, I'm going to be driving here to slam his head back into the ground, crush his trachea, and begin the man asphyxiating. So I just want to make it very clear, as I rise up and bring this arm back, my whole wind up here is to allow me that extra timing to build that potential energy. But as I drive it back down again, all the muscles of the rotator cuff and my rib cage and the underside are geared toward isolating the humerus and locking it down to my rib cage. This way the punch is attached to the pelvis. Anything else is me punching with some little skinny arms. It's not going to do it. So I'm going to drive that body weight down to make that punch happen. So I've got the skin, lift him up, punch down, and then go after his friends.